We'll intro this shit when we get to it.
We're at Vivi's uncle's surprise birthday and retirement party.
Right.
And we had just got
Smart
there.
to lump them together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool that they were at the same time, and it was a surprise, so that was cool. We had said hello to people. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm going to get my food. I'm going to go wash my hands. So she's like, I'm going to go too. So we both went to the back, and as soon as we went to the back, there was this immediate disgusting feedback from the mic, and it was the worst. And I'm glad we were far away from any speakers, and that was my story.
And you're sticking to it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's nothing else to do. That was the truth.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything about R. Kelly. My bad. All right. Well, let's get started then. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 175, Staying Alive, of the Kasson Avenue pod show that we do.
Staying alive.
Yeah. That show that we do, are we going to call it? We haven't gotten to that point, whatever. Anyway,
what are we talking about?
Remember we were talking about naming it, whatever. Welcome to the show, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in, and we would like you to go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you go through the process, I unsubscribed from some channel that I accidentally subscribed to one day, and I realized it takes 3 clicks, and I was like,
to unsubscribe?
Yeah.
So you really got to want to unsubscribe.
I'm like, the people who unsubscribe from us, they're like,
they must really not like our channel.
yeah, because I'm too lazy to do that sometimes. I'm not going through it just to see what I'm subscribed to and unsubscribe.
No, I don't do that
videos
either.
that are like the ones that I like.
I've gone through the subscribers on my the subscriber or the subscribed list on my YouTube. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be part, but I don't even do anything about it. I'll just stay subscribed to it.
I don't know, man. People, fuck you if you go through all.
Man,
that.
if we hadn't lost all the people that had unsubscribed, we'd be at least 400 people that subscribed already.
Be close to 1,000. Be able to actually
I don't think we'd be close
monetize
I think we'd be close to 400.
Do live episodes.
No, not that far. We'd be about 410.
But I would like to be at 1,000. You know.
I mean, yeah, that's ideal.
Just watch. You know. Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty relevant, that staying alive part, because
we are, as a podcast, staying alive.
Yeah, I mean, we may not be thriving, but we still surviving.
Something like that. No, 175 is a significant number. I can't wait to reach the 200 mark. That's gonna be I'm looking forward to that.
Or fuck it, man, we just scrap this whole thing and go start at number 1.
One, you're like a dream come true.
You know what I don't like about that?
175, no dream has come true, and you're still going.
The only thing I don't like about that starting from scratch thing is if you look back at episode number 1 on this channel, you see the glow up that we had. To use today's
you mean like the aesthetic of the the audio,
just like the lighting,
yes, we
sound quality.
We done growed up, yes, as they say.
But there's nothing to compare it to if you start a whole new channel. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna spotlight episode number 1 on the channel so people could see
How do you do that?
I don't know. I'll figure it out though.
All right, I don't think it's possible.
Oh, you know what? There's a way. You gotta go to customize the channel, and then you can have one video for returning subscribers. I don't care. They ain't watching anyway. Talk about whatever you need to. All right, well, cool, man.
Cool, man.
It's
fuck it.
So what's going on, man? How are you doing? You feeling good? You looking good? Back to Sunglass O and whatnot?
Oh man, thanks for actually acknowledging.
No, shut up. It's not a good thing. Fuck you.
Nickname.
You were talking shit about me having sunglasses on for a whole episode.
This was at least 100 episodes ago.
So
more than that. I think we got to go back way further.
People don't forget.
Well, what people? Nobody watched.
Me.
You. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, but yeah, thank you for addressing me by my self-given nickname.
Oh yeah, I didn't say that. I'm your host Adam with my brother.
Oh, you didn't?
Sunglass O
today,
and the dog is of course in the building.
Yeah. I'm good. I got nothing, no complaints. I just booked another vacation. Pretty. Thank you, man. Thank you.
No, let that thing go on.
Yo, imagine if that's how it actually really worked.
In real life,
crowd, they gave you the length of your applause was the direct correlation to how much they actually liked you.
How it should
so you're
be.
yeah. You'd be like, damn, man, they really hate me.
I mean, at least they got some kind of claps. And and not the bad kind of clap.
Yeah, you don't want that clap.
No.
That'll follow you. That's an applause that'll never end.
You don't want something to like you that much.
No. So yeah, I got a vacation booked. Pretty happy about that.
Word.
Where
you headed?
I'm going right back to Mexico.
You boys like Mexico?
I do like Mexico, actually, now that you mention it. Yeah, I got a trip coming up beginning of May. We're going to try not to miss any episodes. Chances are we won't miss the one before I go because I leave on a Monday. We get back on a Saturday. Depending on how I feel, we might have a podcast on that Sunday.
As I just always like to reiterate to all you guys, we might just miss all the episodes. It depends how we feel.
That's how you feel?
But I do have my concealed carry class.
Clary? Who's Clary? I concealed Clary before. Hey, speaking of that, we'll get back to your ability to try to learn how to shoot a gun. But
well, I'm just saying it's a Saturday Sunday thing. So sometime
when is that?
Well, the one I'm looking at is May 6th and May 7th. So
that's the weekend I come back. So we won't be we ain't gonna do shit that weekend.
Might as well not. You know?
But I just saw that Florida passed a law or a bill that allows people to carry guns concealed without a permit in Florida.
When I was looking at signing up for that class, it said an extra you can add on the Florida class,
but you would want to
approve you for 38 states or something like that.
I think you would want.
But if they're not, if they don't give a fuck about a license, then what's the difference?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there.
I mean, no damn sense.
But that's cool. I'm glad you're going to do that. That's a big thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I can get a beware of dog sign, but also have a beware of my gat sign on my front door.
I don't think that you can have that on your door.
When you open up the screen door, it'll be like right underneath. Because there's no reason you should be opening that unless I invited you here.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think you can actually put a thing that says, "Hey, beware! I'm gonna shoot the shit out your."
Why not?
I don't think it's
fair warning. No,
I don't think it's legal.
Fair use. Is that in the same?
That's not the same thing. No,
I don't think it's just it's out of courtesy. Like, yo, if you try to break in here, just so you know, I do have a gun and I will probably shoot you. I don't understand why they would be against that. That was me.
Oh, I'm like, what the hell is that sound? Yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, good for you. Glad you're doing that. So yeah, I guess on that Sunday we for sure aren't potting. Don't expect nothing. Won't be nothing.
And I'll try to remember to remind everybody.
Hey, whatever.
The 3 or 4 people who tune in to this point.
Yes, weekly. So, but yeah, so that's all I got really going on. I took Friday off from work. Cool. Cool. There's like those days where you go through the whole morning routine. I wake up, I took my shit.
Wake up, put makeup on, stare in the mirror.
I think
can't face what's wrong. Huh? It's saying it's clear that you can't face what's wrong. No need to fix what God already put his paintbrush on. Your roommate, why you got to take so long? You said you wake up and you
Who are you singing right now?
J. Cole.
Oh, okay. Anyway, listen.
Crooked smile.
So I don't want to hear about that. I'm trying to give you my morning.
I'm telling you got the crooked smile.
That's fucked up, man. Judgmental fuck.
He was telling you don't worry about it. That's all he's saying.
Listen, fuck you and J. Cole. How about that? So yeah, I woke up and I did my whole thing. I showered. I promise you, I got all the way to the point being dressed, turning off my bedroom light, and it dawned on me. I don't want to go to work today. And I don't have to. You know what the problem is nowadays? You go through reels on Instagram and there's all these people telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I usually don't listen, but when they are certain ones that I'm like, you know what?
They tell you not to go to work?
There's that guy in that Indian accent, right? I'm not going to try to give it to you right now, but God, I got to fight the urge to give you that accent.
Dude, who cares,
Listen, so he tells you the gist of the reel is basically to don't go into work. No, okay, I got it. He said don't go into work. Fuck that job. It says, he says he's like, use all of your PTO that you can use and go to vacation. Fuck them, and that's it. And like that's what comes. This
he has a point. Like
this Indian guy. You know what? That's hilarious. That I like. I've always wanted to do that accent live. Anyway, so but now I hear this little Indian man in the back of my head all the time when I'm like trying to go to work. I'm like, man, I should take all the PTO I can. You're fucking right, man.
Last year I had like 3 weeks PTO in December, and I was like, it's really like hard. Like as much as I love being off for a whole month, it kind of makes the time that I'm on in that same month more hectic, and I should probably not like keep it all until the last month of the year.
I don't do that. No,
But it's also like, you know, my birthday's in December, and I like
know,
to
but
take off
don't
around my birthday.
So you're a bad bitch. You're a baddie. You just take a whole
Hey man,
month.
listen, like I said, we take days off for people's birthday who I ain't never met in my life. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it big for mine.
Yeah, but
you
they
know?
let
give
you
me the whole week,
but they give you work off for that.
And yeah, I'm a baddie. What's up? You got a problem with it?
No, man. Be a yeah. Hey.
Shit.
You yes, queen. You thrive. I hate yes so much. I hate yes, and I hate because it's not yes. It's yes, and then I hate
The way I look at it
I hate
is
giving. When I hear somebody say it's giving, I be wanting to give them a smack. I hate it so much.
if dudes and women can be bitches alike, then why can't dudes and women be baddies alike? You know what I mean?
I don't think that anybody's debate. I was just asking you if you're
Same.
a baddie. Also, I don't know that
If me
you're
taking my week
defining
off-
baddie the way I'm defining baddie. So
If taking the week off around my birthday puts me in that category, then so
take the
be
week.
it,
Don't take
you
the
know?
month. I thought you were talking about taking
Nah,
the month.
it's just listen. I work from home. All right, so when it comes to like if I don't feel 100%, if I whatever the case
you
is,
could just work.
I'm right. I work in the room next to the one that I.
You
sleep
don't
in.
really have to call off, is
So,
what you're saying.
Yeah, like taking PTO is kind of a waste, you know, in a way, unless I'm actually going to do it with like a purpose in mind.
So like the way I take mine is I just kind of like chop it up. Like the way I can leave a little early some days, so I chop a few hours here and there, give myself a little half day.
I mean, I also have like 28 days of PTO or some shit like that. So I
Is
got
that
like,
including sick time?
yeah, it's all in one bucket.
It's one that's fucked up.
But it is fine. I mean, listen, again, clearly I don't go through it. Wait. Yeah, that's got to be right. 'Cause I got like on the brink of 6 weeks or some shit like that,
What?
which is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, I
for a
get
corporate job. You know?
Yeah, that actually for a corporate job, you are right. They don't give a shit about none of you.
Yeah.
Like literally, I bet you if I could ask your manager and he didn't know you were around, he'll be like, "That fucking guy sucks." I
He
don't
might
give a shit
he
about
might
him.
say it if I was around.
Yeah, maybe. I heard he does a good job. He was like, I don't give a fuck what job he does. He's like, he's not gonna be doing it for much longer. That's what he said. Nah, he ain't not gonna work here no more. He's like, not gonna work here anymore. Samir, he's a good guy.
Nain in the jot. Nain in the jot.
I remember he's like, they're leaving his apartment after they had just did their whole thing, and even after the breakdancing scene, he's like, back up in your ass with the resurrection.
He's walking down the stairs like that.
Shit's hilarious.
Office Space, for those of you who are unaware.
Office
Might as well
Space.
give you some kind of.
Context.
Yeah.
But if you know, you know. I mean, I don't know how much we have to like continuously tell you what movie we're quoting.
I mean, but we probably should. Just,
If we had a larger audience.
it's not an ad. People who created Office Space are not paying us to tell you that we are quoting Office Space.
The fact that you felt that you had to say that is hilarious.
Saying it'd be nice if they.
The
they
people
did it all.
that made Office Space 20 years ago you're saying that they would know that we're talking about it in this little 20-second segment?
I mean, you know. Hey, man, Jennifer Aniston's in that movie, and she's just looking as bad as she's ever looked.
I don't know about as bad as she's ever looked.
So, what do you think was like prime era?
Oh,
Jennifer Aniston?
probably season. Okay, and I've been thinking about this. Let me get to it. Okay, so listen. I've been watching Friends. Like I usually like I'll have like a couple of different shows. Like I'll rotate at when I go to bed.
Oh,
I'll
she
just
also
throw it
said
on
there's a whole
TV.
generation of people that find Friends offensive.
Don't care about them.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't care about anybody who finds.
I just like to
anything offensive.
call out those people so I can say fuck them, you know?
Generally
Because
speaking,
if
yes.
we don't say it, who's going to do it?
I don't know.
Not her. She can't say it.
She's pretty bad though.
Yeah.
So I've
Considering
been
she's, like,
watching
mid-50s.
So around season 4-ish, 5-ish, she started to get a little thicky, right? A little bit. Like she had a little butt.
It's not true. She still doesn't have anything.
No, back then, no. She would like. There was a certain point, at least on my TV, that I'm like, damn, Jennifer Aniston got kind of nice little ass in this, and so I told Vivi, I was like, damn, she's kind of thick in this part. Not thick for like not thick, but like she's like trending on that. She can be.
She's got she's thick for her.
Now she's super slender. Like I've said, like obviously as they get older, they do more workouts. They as in,
She was super slender back then.
no, but now like as
She had a bigger rack, but that'd be nice because she always had like no bra on.
As
so
you
that
get
was
older, you have to tone more, and the tone doesn't like you don't be as. I'm gonna leave this topic, but anyway, I would say for me,
Respect and love all women.
Probably like season 4-ish of Friends. She was like that was her peak for me.
Okay.
But her peak lasted a very long time. Having said that,
I mean, for being what she's like mid-50s right now,
yeah,
good-looking woman for that.
But
age.
you could tell she's done a little bit of work, you know.
And on a related note, Jennifer Lopez, there's some I forgot what commercial it's for.
She's done some work,
but she has her like running down I think Body Armor, I think like that drink, and she be running down the beach. And at first it threw me off. I didn't realize it was her, and I was like, "Oh, that girl got a big ass." And then it was Jennifer Lopez. I was like,
"Oh, that explains a lot."
Yeah,
Salina.
So shout out to the women who
did you hear that?
Keeping it going.
Speaking of getting work done, or should I say undone, Black China got all of her things removed, which had me befuddled, right? Because I have no clue how that works.
You could just put something in and take it back out.
Like she said, they took all. She took out all of her implants. I think boobs and butt.
I thought they said also Cardi removed some implants.
She did that too. She was like the trailblazer on this, the pioneer, if you will.
What's going on around here? You know?
I support
Y'all
it.
decided them BBLs is not worth it?
I support it because some of you got terrible work done.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It doesn't matter. You know what I've realized? It doesn't matter how much money they have. Guys and girls, right? We're not all immune to finding a terrible doctor and sticking with them, right? Like, look, like I'm gonna be honest. Look at like, dude. At some point, you start to look like a fucking character from like the you remember how Gumby looked? It looked like he created his body parts and just attached them like Mr. Potato Head. That's what they look like, Mr. Potato Head. Except like,
that's kind of what they are. You put a bunch of artificial body parts together.
They look like a potato that was skinned a little bit too much to make the shape of it all distorted, right? And then they attached legs and arms and a head to it.
Listen, I'm
and no offense, but you know when you got pretty bad work. Because there are some women out there, look at SZA. SZA's work is crazy. Crazy.
Minus like the keeping of the body hair part. I'm a very big advocate for the all natural thing, you know?
Yeah,
like get the hair out of there.
Yeah, no, word. But like, no, if you want to get work done, get work. But you have to make sure that who's doing the work knows how to do the work, right? Go to the places the ones that really look good went to.
Yeah.
There's the ones that like they'll chop you up, man. Chop you up.
Well, it's like we were talking about when people go to Mexico to go and get work done. There may be great surgeons out there who's doing crazy work.
Save up and go to the guy that's in Miami because that guy's doing wonders.
Yeah. Botched or whatever that guy.
Yeah, but I don't want to get on like where. Listen, all I'm going to say is I didn't know you can take out hip implants. And like
I didn't even know you could get hip implants.
No, they do, man. And they also take out ribs, right? Like necessities they take out. Do I need this organ here? Can I live without this organ? It will.
But why are you taking out ribs? It's like on some Marilyn Manson shit.
To give yourself like a.
It's like Marilyn Manson did that.
No, because then they do
so
that.
he can blow himself.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's what they want to do.
I would hope not.
I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. So what they do is they take the rib out, and I think I'm no doctor, but it seems like that helps them. Like if they were to pull the skin, they give themselves like hips. Or longer hips.
Just don't do that to yourself.
I don't know, man. At some point, it's like let yourself age the way you're gonna age.
Word.
I don't even know how we got here.
I don't know, but since we're on the topic, 50 Cent just settled a lawsuit.
Hey, man, don't take 50's anything and expect not to get to the point where he's gonna get his money back. And then he'd be like, "I need my money by Monday."
Yeah,
and he don't be playing.
Well, so there was like some what was she?
So I think it was like a dildo company or something like that, or penis enlargement company.
And they claimed that he had got an enlargement.
Well, no, they weren't claiming anything. They were using his likeness for it. And he didn't like it because he was like, hold on. That would make people think that I've had to get a dick enlargement. That would piss me off, man. I'd be like, hold on, man. Now you're just fucking throwing dirt on my name, and I don't like that either. We've got to talk about this. And the way they talked about it is they owe 50 Cent money now.
It's the best way to talk about it, you know?
He comes for his money.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause all of that.
Porn stars come for their money.
They really do in a more literal sense.
In a literal sense, they come for their money. She's coming. She's gonna come
That's
for that
like
money.
you know how like the dictionary will have like definition A and definition B.
I haven't looked at a
definition
dictionary
B.
in forever.
Well, I mean, if you like,
Do you have a physical dictionary in your house?
no, I'm pretty sure I don't. If I do, I don't know where it is.
It's a big thing to misplace. All right. Well,
Things I just don't touch, like that closet. All the stuff on the bottom. The last time I looked at it, I don't know. It's been a while.
what do you do with stuff that you don't want to throw away, but you don't know how? You don't really have a place for
I
it.
essentially put it in a big tote, like a plastic tote.
There's just like a tote full with stuff. Like if you were to open it, would like pop out like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah, like the only things that I really know for sure in there is like the cap and gown from my high school graduation. There was like I think there's like some porno DVD I had from back in the day.
Yo, looking through all your
Bunch of
stuff
DVDs
later on
and
in life is gonna be fucking hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Well, remember that's why we were talking before. Like, if you were to go, who are the people who you want to like sort through your shit? Because eventually somebody got to go through it, you know. And I think like you can learn some things about people in your life that you don't want to know.
Yeah, there's a thing about that. Like, just you know what? Take it all, burn it.
Yeah.
Take it all, burn it.
Like I'm leaving this. If there's anything important, I'll have it in this box. Anything
Everything
else,
burn it.
throw that motherfucker in a fire and
Have
call
a
it
good
day.
bonfire. Have some fun. Talk some shit about me and us, and then get about your way.
Pour out a little liquor, you know, put something in there, but throw the rest of that in the garbage.
You know.
Don't look through any of it.
On a completely different note, man, I've been watching this. I've been watching this show called Yes Theory on YouTube. All right, it's these guys that essentially, at some point, they decided that they want to start living life by the theory of saying yes to experiences. So the
They
channel
made a movie.
channel's
with
based
Jim
on-
Carrey called Yes Man.
Well, it's
already.
not like that necessarily, but
Oh.
it's these guys on it, and they've created the channel has a large following, and they do a lot of different things. But like, for instance, they'll do like 96 hours in Afghanistan and things like that. But like not in like a way to like go see if they can survive. Like they do it in a way to like show the culture and show like they'll link up with like somebody from
Is 4 days enough to do that?
Well, I mean, how long do you want to stay in Afghanistan? I mean, kind of pushing your luck after.
I mean, isn't that kind of like counterproductive? Now you're offending the culture by being
No,
like,
no.
All I need is 4 days to see everything that's happening
It's
here.
like obviously
Most people go on
I
vacation
think
for 5.
I think you get like visas and things like that also to go. You got to remember that. But also like so they'll find like because their channel is so large, they'll have like a lot of people in contacts from different countries that say, hey, if you ever come here, right? This is what I'm assuming because this is what it seems to be when they go. If you ever come here, I'll be glad to chaperone you essentially. Or,
Definition A of come.
so also spelled completely different.
Right.
And like they'll have like a few people that they'll travel with 1 or 2 other people and they'll go and check out the culture, but they'll have them show like when they went to Afghanistan, man, that shit was crazy. They were showing just like how like actually no, the Afghanistan was this morning. I watched another one yesterday. They were in Iran, maybe something like that. But dude, like they were talking about.
So they focus on the Middle East?
They were showing. Do
They focus on
Yeah.
the
No,
Middle
well,
East?
no. This is what I was watching. These. They also do ones where they'll like find. They did one the other day. They airdropped an invitation or a ticket or something like that to people that they were around, like 4 people randomly in spaces that they were at to see who would come, right? To who would be like, all right. It was like it was like an airdrop to say an invitation, and then if they were to like, see who this was and kind of try to see if they can have the conversation because they're open to like finding people who are open to being just like open-minded in life, right? So let's say
I'm still not 100% sure what this is about.
So listen, I airdrop. I know I'm having a hard time. So I'm gonna like we're the group. We're this Yes Theory people. We go. I'll airdrop, and let's say you see it, and you're like, they put something on there to kind of like let you know this group over here that's sending them. If you're like, fuck it, let's see. They'll come in and like let's see what's going on. We have a talk, and they say, well, listen, we airdrop 4 random people, and what we're doing is inviting people to go. If would you take a plane ticket, right now, if we were to give it you with us to a random country to go hang out to go see the country for 4 days, right? And so they did theirs, and they were at a train station. So the girl's like, "Is that you guys?" Right? Whatever. And they were like, "Yeah." She was like, she had just literally quit her job, right? And
this is good timing.
They were in Australia, so she had just randomly moved there from the UK for like 9 months ago, and she was like, "Fuck it, let's go." They went to Japan. They took her to Japan for 4 days, and it was like obviously
I would have further questions. Like,
right. Obviously, there was more like vetting. Obviously, they talked about it and whatnot, but like at the end of the day, like that next morning they left. Right? And they were like, would you be willing to go? She was like, fuck yeah, let's go. She was like, I just quit my job. Like, I might as well, you know? And I don't know. It's just a really cool channel because it lets you see, like, because they started embracing cultures. And the cool thing about the Middle East is that they start taking and breaking down stigmas of what the Middle East is, right? Because obviously there's a lot of violence and a lot of tumultuous things that go on there. But at the same time, the media portrays the people that live in these places to be kind of like savages and fucked up people. But when you go there, everybody is so embracing, right? He was in Afghanistan, and they were just they were welcome to Afghanistan. Thank you for coming, like because you don't get the chance to see people like that because not many people are coming like that. You know, the problem is, stop. So this was 2 years ago, the last one I watched. Since then, U.S. has left, and apparently it's changed from what it was to obviously, I guess the Taliban occupies it now more. Mm-hmm. But it's fucked up. But at the same time, I'd recommend this channel, Yes Theory.
Show you some parts of things that you don't get to see
it's
firsthand.
Cool. It's just like a really lighthearted, because they do see some pretty fucked up things. But the point of it is to show you that at the end of the day, for the most part, humans are good people, you know? And just the bad outweighs the good because of how drastic and how like severe these things, the bad that happens can be, and how
the spotlight that's put on it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, not to get so crazy, so like down, but I would say watch the show because it's actually very uplifting. It's pretty good. I would go travel with these dudes. Like it looked like a fucking, I don't know, seeing things overseas, right? Like our culture, it makes me think that I would like to go embrace it for an extended period of time.
I feel you.
You know, I would like to go. I don't know that I would want to live in Jordan, but I think I would stay there for a month or two.
I mean, there's a lot of it that's cool. Like, again, the United States, the way we're used to life here, it can be different in different parts of the United States, right? So we're in a big city. There's like a hustle and bustle. Time is money. You got to keep moving.
Yeah, they've created this rat race. Like
but other parts of the states are not like that, and other parts of the world are specifically not like that. Like in Jordan, obviously it's been a while since I was there. I was 16 last time I was there, but it's like everybody kind of they're more concerned with chilling than they are like the regular everyday.
That would be
grind.
Annoying. Cut my hair, yo.
No. Like they're on top of it. It's like they're all majids in the barbershop there, you know? Like they'll cut your hair, but like to talk to you, whatever. But on a regular day-to-day situation, people have jobs, obviously, and shit. It's not like they don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do anything. But for instance, in Osama-hood neighborhood, right? Our younger of the aunts, she her neighborhood is like everybody kind of is familiar with each other. They all live there for a long time. It's not like here where you move, you know, a couple times a decade type of shit. Right, everybody stays where they're at for the most part. But they be chilling till like 3, 4 in the morning. Everybody just like is neighborly and cool. They walk up, you know, fucking smoking cigarettes with each other, go and eat with each other at 2 in the morning. Like it's shit is normal shit. Like they have street vendors out there where it's just a bunch of bootleg American movies. Oftentimes it's not that, so like they'll sell it to the tourists and you get it home and it's not what you think it was.
See, like that kind of thing to me, like
but it's cool, man. It's like it's community.
I think I want to go visit next year. I might.
It's
It all
just expensive
depends.
to go
it's
everywhere.
very expensive. But once you get there, it's not that expensive.
But we went for a month, and at that point,
I don't think I don't have a month to go. Like I would have to go really for about 2 weeks, 10 days, I think.
It's a lot of time to be there. It's a lot of time, and then if you go in like in the summer, we were I think like end of July to August or some shit, and it's hot. You know what I mean? It's the desert, so it's like cool.
Could you ever move out there?
Maybe not there specifically because it's hard to. If you don't know the language, it's hard. Right.
Well,
luckily I was with
let's
our
assume
cousin.
that you've decided to learn the language,
and I knew the language perfectly there. Maybe I don't know if I could live there like full time, but like I could definitely probably a couple of years or so and then come back.
I would like to have access to staying there for a few months at a time if I wanted. I think that if we get money, if this podcast ever fucking pops off at any point and we get a little bit of money, man, I'm going to go spend a month or two overseas, go stay with Amto for a little bit and go kick it for a little bit and then actually, engulf myself in the. Okay, so here's my thing, right? My problem with like a lot of those hot countries in the desert is it'd be like
hot.
Yeah, but beyond the heat, it's like be a lot of BO, right? Like motherfuckers don't be smelling as good as like they should. Like,
well, in that particular part of the world,
and I'm not talking about my culture. Like, I just mean like if you go to any place where like in Europe, I don't think deodorant is as actively used as it is here. Good or bad, we smell a little bad, not good. So there's that.
I don't know. I mean, it depends, I guess, which part you go. I've done the Euro trip thing a couple times, and it's like there's a lot of bad women out there, and I haven't been like, oh, you're particularly pungent. So as long as I haven't had that thought.
Well, I don't know.
But like in like the Middle East, religion is a center point of people's daily lives. So the way you'd hear church bells going off at 12 o'clock. They have that, and everybody just kind of stops what they're doing to go and pray.
Do you think you'd become more religious if you lived out there?
Nah. No, because
can you say that with certainty?
Yeah,
100% certainty.
Because it depends where you are in, like, for instance. So all of our family is
culturally. Do you think it would just somehow?
No, listen. All of our family is in.
You got all these friends, right? And they're all gonna go pray, and you're just gonna go sit out there and like.
I'm gonna go eat some chips. No, all of our family is in Amman, Jordan, which is the capital, right? So in like downtown, there's Christians and there's Muslims there. It's not all Muslim people, and so like where our family's at, like in the neighborhoods there, they're all like got the headdress on, everything, living to like the standard of the Islamic culture, right? But then you go downtown and it's like you're like downtown Chicago. You got like tight booty jeans on and like like
tight booty jeans.
the hair's all exposed and they're all just chilling, doing their thing. And there might actually be alcoholic beverages, in that part of the town. Like
interesting.
It's different, So it's just kind of like neighborhood to neighborhood. How they live, I suppose. But I think if I like went there at a younger age, sure, the religion might have a little bit more of a pull.
But at this point, not so much.
I'm 33 now. Like I'm pretty much
you old.
Can't teach old dog new tricks type of thing. I'm not really gonna just kind of go back into it just because I'm in it. I don't know. Maybe I would. It's hard to say for sure.
But the way contradicted the whole fucking.
I'm just saying, like, it's hard to say for sure because you're not like immersed in it. But the way I am, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. Like, I don't think the religion thing would be heavier in my life. But I might also embrace it just because it slows down life.
I mean, maybe so.
Here's a little bit different, Like,
would you wear wear the man dress everywhere you went out there? You would.
I might.
I would probably wear that. No underwear at all, man. Big slang everywhere I go. Playing basketball in that shit.
They always have those the little Arab dude on Instagram doing it, and like they have the small basketball
Souf's videos or some shit. No, it would be hilarious. You know how I would be, right? So like I would be like, oh, I get the chance to play basketball. I'm in my like long dress with sandals. Like I gotta go change, and I would come in my dress would be.
I think it's the actual term for it is a thobe.
Yeah, so my dress would be at my knees, right?
Nah, the shirt will be at your ankles.
No, I know, but like I told you, I gotta go change to play basketball. So now it goes down to my knees. I got high socks and like.
But now it looks like you actually have like a dress on.
Yeah, but I'm gonna play basketball in my dress.
I guess if you want to like be able to move,
I got to be able to move a little bit. I can't like
do a crossover.
If it's down to my ankles, I can't. There's no mobility. But at my knees,
can't hit a crossover.
I can open my legs a little more. Pause. You know,
can't take the ball between the legs and shit.
No, it would be dope. I definitely wouldn't wear no drawers though, man. I definitely wouldn't. Hell no. 100 degrees. I got this dress on, man. Let wind blow all the way up my dress. I would be like, ah. The wind.
As is the trend of our last 2 episodes, it sounds entirely very gay.
It would, but it'd be hilarious.
Like, got my dress on, I can feel it all the way up my ball sack.
Well, only because you know that you're not gay and you don't want people necessarily to see your dick. You just don't want to have to wear underwear.
Yeah, but we talked about how in basketball it's not a great idea to not have.
Yeah, but I'm not. But I don't think I'm gonna even own any pairs of underwear over there.
You might be surprised.
I don't know. I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah, probably, because I'm pretty sure I would own underwear there.
One?
You know?
Yep, got to wear some underwear today.
Oh, it's basketball day. Yeah, no,
I would definitely wear that dress. But I'd like spice it up.
I wish you would stop calling it a dress. It's called a thobe. I have one in my room over there.
You know what? So that pronunciation makes me always think about how much I hated when they called Tom Thibodeau Thibs. Because firstly, dude, I don't care what you say your last name's pronounced as. I'm not gonna do the th. It makes me sound like it just sounds stupid.
Sounds like I have a lisp trying to say
call
that
him
shit.
Thibs is even worse. Call him Tibbs.
It's like his name's actually Sibs, and you just have a lisp, and now it's Thibs.
Thibodeau. It's fucking stupid last name. Hey, by the way, fucking trade Derrick Rose, man. I'm tired of Derrick Rose just sitting on the bench and not doing nothing.
They were talking about moving him.
No, they've been talking about he was supposed to get bought out. They didn't trade him.
He was supposed to go to Phoenix.
He's just like fucking wasting away on the bench in New York, and I'm really starting to get sad about it.
Yeah.
That's all you got? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we like actually paid attention, we can give you March Madness to stay on basketball.
No, I don't watch March Madness.
We're not on top of that.
I don't care about that at all.
Yeah.
So
to the board.
Yeah, to the board. We have a board behind the camera. If you guys didn't know,
I'm pretty sure you said that last week too, and then I said
Adam
we can just
Sandler,
have
Mark Twain. Let's give him a clap of applause.
Yeah, man.
A clap of applause.
We gotta keep going though because you said you just stop after Anyway,
it determines how much we care for you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Adam Sandler, man.
Legend.
Legendary.
I always find it funny when they say that they get like awards like these, but I guess at the end of the day, because David Spade was making his little speech and he was like, all this stuff from this little talent. He's like, movies and all this stuff from this. He's like, can you get it?
To give you a little background, he got the Mark Twain Prize in Comedy. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, something like that. But 30-year career of just putting
out classic after classic. And the thing about Adam Sandler's movies is really not that they're the most critically acclaimed by any stretch of the imagination.
See, I know you say you don't really care much for like Rob Schneider these days, but I think that's part of what he said is the great thing about his movies is you laugh about it with your family.
Yeah.
And it's just every one of them. And you can remember those things. And, it's just, he gives you moments.
They become cult classics. I mean, he was on a run where, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, The Water Boy. I know I'm forgetting something and you're not coming up with it, so it doesn't help me at all. But he really put a run on where every one of these movies were such.
Of course, he had Big Daddy and Mr. Deeds and all.
Big Daddy, Mr. Deeds. They were all movies
Little
that
Nicky and
the people who love those movies can recite a lot of the movie.
Yeah,
and that's the thing about the things he puts out is that they're really not Yeah, they're not like, oh, cinematically they are the greatest thing. But no, they are like he makes feel good, funny, lighthearted movies.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing is ever the premise of him in Billy Madison, the idea that this grown man can go back to school and just hang out with kids. It's weird to me.
Just based on the fact that he's the heir of a hotel. What do you want to call him? Like
in order to take control, he has to go back to school to finish because he never. It's so funny that he had to go 1st through 12th. I would have been like, all right, let me go back to where I stopped. Right?
I'd be like, let me just stop at 8th.
I don't want to do high school, man. But I mean, congratulations to Adam Sandler. And he said it. He's like, I got to make movies with all of my friends. You know, like everybody that he's made movies with. Look, how many of these guys continuously show up in the movies? Even like the lesser known or the less prevalent, those guys still show up as small parts.
In almost all of the speeches, like they would always allude to that. They're like, it's a good thing that Adam has a new movie coming out because if he didn't, well, these guys wouldn't be working. Think
about that. I mean, really think about that.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Adam Sandler. Always
give him another round of applause, man.
In my top, I don't like to put the number on it anymore because how many people can you put in this top 5?
He's up there though, for sure.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you got to categorically put these things together. So he's in that realm of, and probably to a higher extent, just a little bit for me, like Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And they have similar trajectories. Jim Carrey was on In Living Color. Adam Sandler was on Saturday Night Live. And they both had really off the wall, against the grain, if you will, physical comedy style.
It's funny you saw Dave shared that thing where in Liar Liar he was the fireman from
yeah, like he in his own movie. And Jim Carrey deserves a lot of respect too, but we're talking about Adam Sandler right now, who
yes.
For me is one of the greatest. And I love the fact that he still continues to make movies. I watched that what's the basketball movie he just made recently? Hustle's a good movie, man.
Yeah, it is.
Hustle's really good.
It is.
So speaking of that, have you watched The Last of Us yet? Nope. All right, so we could talk about. I mean, it's been 3 years since Nip passed. We don't have to dwell on it, but we do want to say that continue to rest in peace, Nipsey.
Absolutely.
We love you. Thank you for the music that you put out, man. Because I'll be talking to Max about it. Nip did not miss. He did not miss.
Got that victory lap right there.
You go back to his catalog. He did not fucking miss.
Yep.
Definitely
a sad story.
Yeah, because I mean, what he would have
because it was such an inspirational story.
What he could have accomplished had he stayed, had he been able to stay on this earth. So
it just didn't get the ending that it deserved.
No, it doesn't. But to be fair, often life does not.
It's true. It's true. Definitely.
To be fair, life is unfair in that way.
Yep. We were on Adam Sandler, and then I thought we were gonna go to Suge Knight from there since. He's
go ahead, talk about that.
I just saw like a very brief story about it. I didn't even bother going into detail. I'm pretty sure he's still incarcerated right now, but his plans are to turn his life, the roller coaster it has been, into a TV show.
Can they make it a comedy at all, or is that just like just a straight? I mean, is it gonna just be documentary style? Is it gonna be like a? I don't watch these shows, but BMF and all of these 50 Cent shows.
Your guess is as good as mine because I also do not typically watch those things.
Hey, man, shout out to Suge somehow.
I guess. I mean, I'm not really going to shout out Suge, but go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself. Do your thing.
Do your thing, Suge. Whatever.
So NBA Players Association has come to a agreement with the NBA.
They're finally coming to terms with the fact that you're just not going to be able to get people to stop smoking weed. So they're allowing them to smoke it, I guess. I don't know about during games, but people do it apparently anyway. So what are you going to do?
They're going to smoke during games? In the locker room or something?
And they're able to endorse gambling sites, weed companies.
Man, Joakim Noah's been doing the Bet Rivers shit.
Yeah, but he's not an NBA player anymore. So that's kind of cool. What do you think about that? More money for the NBA players, right?
I think so, but there was a Draymond Green quote where he wasn't like seemingly too excited. He said,
"Oh, you think that people are going to throw games?"
He said players lose again. Middle and lower spectrum teams don't spend because they don't want to. Golden State's Draymond Green posted to Twitter. They want to lose, so increase their spending capabilities just to increase them. They continue to cut out the middle, and this is what we rushed into a deal for?
I don't know. Listen, I think that you're going to get more. Listen, at some point, you're going to get a lot of money. I guess here's the thing. If you were to get equal equity or you're going to get the equity that you wanted, right? We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. At some point, like, when does it... You got 500 million. You need what? The billion? You're going to get that the next... I don't know. I guess if it was me, I would probably feel that way too, I guess. However,
I guess, but I don't know why with him,
be able to endorse gambling companies, that means that these gambling companies have endless cash.
Yeah.
The amounts of money you can make from these endorsements is crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of...
Allowing them to smoke weed, I mean, it's fucked up that you even have to make that statement anyway, but...
It's true.
I guess that's good too. Allow them to do what they've already been doing.
The most financially successful era in NBA history will continue uninterrupted for at least 6 more years. So they say it's technically a 7-year deal, but either side can opt out when there's 1 year left. Barring a change to the current plan, teams will be given an 80-game schedule for the next season in August. Those 80 games will include tournament games, probably 4, that will continue into regular season standings. All teams will have 2 more games added to their schedule eventually, so the full 82-game slate is played. The 2 teams that make the tournament final will be playing an 83rd game that won't count in the standings. So there's some weird elements of this that I have to probably explore.
They're making it like a novelty in a sense. I don't know. Hey, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. At least
Adam Silver's trying some things.
At least with the All-Star game, they're trying to make it somewhat of a, the captains picking their starting lineup, and that's kind of cool, I guess.
There was no appetite for a work stoppage, not after a 2021-2022 season in which the NBA revenue topping $10 billion for the first time and basketball-related income reaching $8.9 billion, another record.
Whoa.
Silver said the NBA is on pace this season for more sold-out games than ever before. So they've been making money.
Yeah, they for sure are making a lot of money.
As much as tight as you want to get about any little parts of the contract, man, they're making money.
That's what I forgot. They can invest, or I think the word was invest within WNBA teams. To have interest within those teams to maybe, I guess, help the WNBA along even more.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
I know I have a lot of people that watch they'll be like, those of you who talk bad about the game, listen, it's cool. I'm sure it's fun to watch it live. I don't really want to watch
You know what they would be better off doing is airing WNBA when NBA season is over. You know?
I already can't watch most NBA games out of sheer scheduling or inability with lack of TV.
Put WNBA games on like Channel 5, 7, 32, whatever, like the local channels. Make it where people can actually watch them. Maybe people will tune in more. I'm not going to spend extra money to go and watch those games. I don't do that for NBA.
Yeah, that's really a good point. But I guess we're not the fan that they're talking about then at that point.
I think they're trying to get everybody to be a fan. I don't know.
To be a fan?
To be a fan.
Everybody trying to get... I guess Kyrie's definitely trying to get people to beat the... He's beefing with fans left and right. Get him kicked out. Get him out of here. He's like a fucking umpire. You're out of here.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about Kyrie.
So
it's just been such a tumultuous time.
And the experiment with him and Luka, to this point, isn't working.
Yeah, it seems to either need something else or needs to just come to a close.
I mean, there's always the chance that they trade him at the end of the season or he leaves, right?
True.
So,
well, he can't just leave, right? What is the contract?
I think this is the last. I think he finishes out his last year and has the option to sign with them again. Which to me, I don't know. I think Kyrie's hard to please as a basketball player. I think when things don't easily come to him, I think he gets frustrated and starts concentrating on other aspects revolving around the game, like the fans, or he starts saying things that, necessarily maybe he doesn't mean to say, or, he'll retract later due to backlash. I don't know. It just feels like when things aren't going the way he wants them to on the basketball court, things start to spill over into his public perception of him or how he reacts towards the public in general. So whatever, man.
Yeah.
And other news, I got my official date to my high school.
Just gonna bring that up as I looked at it.
My 20th high school reunion, 20 years ago.
Damn,
man.
boy, you old as hell.
All right, listen. First and foremost, I want to say a couple things.
Nah.
I thought about it
wait,
today.
wait, hold on.
Fuck you,
You
man.
old as a
Fuck
motherfucker. You
Hey,
know what I mean?
fuck
Like,
you.
wait, like you old as shit.
I'd like you to come up with better jokes than just this shit.
Nah.
I want to hear you. Come on, go ahead. Tell me some better jokes, fucker.
I'll tell you.
Come on,
man,
you
you are
fucking
old
comedian.
as fuck.
Right, but
nothing else is necessary to say.
yeah, but
you just really, really fucking old.
So this is why you have. This is why you'll always be less funny than me.
And I'll also always
Or
be
funny
less,
looking,
I will
but
also
less funny.
always be less old than you because you were old as shit.
See, that's
you know?
what I was talking about. Come on, man, bring it, bitch.
So, all right, so you're gonna celebrate being like a long fucking time since the last time. Like, all right, it's been more years since you've been in high school than you were old when you graduated high school.
That's honestly, that's a pretty crazy way to think about it.
Yeah, you old as fuck.
What year did you graduate high school?
Oh wait,
I mean, it's not like yours is too far away from that either.
nah, word, but that's still like 5 years though.
You're still getting pretty old.
Yeah, but you are always
All
gonna
right,
be older.
I acknowledge
as I have
that,
tried
but
to
you
make
can't
know.
run away from it. I'm not running away. You just keep addressing
Definitely
it more.
not, but mine is not the 20th. Yours is the 20th because you are older than I.
Well, either way. So here's the thing about reunions nowadays, and I think we're almost out of time. The thing about reunions is that you already know what everybody's doing,
it's true.
right? Like back in the day,
If everybody got a Facebook account, then you already know what's happening.
before social media in general, back in the day,
There's no like, oh, I wonder if that chick got hot or if she got, you know.
if I
now you know.
graduated in 93, maybe my 20th would be a thing where you're like, oh shit, what have you been up to?
But even then, because now in 2013, which would have been the 20 years from that point, everybody has a social media account.
Yeah, but not as much, right? Not everybody's going to be found. But what I'm saying is, as time has gone on, more people have got. Dude, there's people that got on Facebook like recently, and they're just like, "I'm new to Facebook, forgive me," and I'm like, "It's been around for years, years."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it started like 07.
You
or something
just
like
got
that.
on. That's what I be thinking sometimes. But
Like I stopped.
so my
signing
thing
on
is
and
now, like,
just
you
now
could be
got
like,
there.
oh man, I ain't seen you was my guy in high school. I haven't seen you in years. No, I know exactly. You got married, you got divorced, you have 2 kids, you had a business, it failed. You're kind of on drugs, right? Like these are things. Not like that's kind of what it would be like. You get what I'm saying? Like you don't necessarily have to. I mean, and that's not describing literally anybody. I'm
That's
just saying,
describing everybody.
but that's like
One sentence where like
That's
everybody
what
fits
you
into
can-
there somewhere.
But if that was somebody's life, there's a good chance you know a fairly large percentage of that based on social media. But that being said, I kind of am looking forward to it. We've had a little sampling of it because my guy put a couple of them together last year, where we haven't seen each other in so long, and it was like a small portion of the class.
Yeah. You did like your little alumni night thing that you did.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But this is gonna. I wonder how many people show up. They're trying to do things during the. Actually, they're trying to do some pretty cool shit. So they're trying to put together a few events during the summer where we all kind of meet up, like a Cubs Sox game. They're doing one, and like just a few different.
Trying
things.
to get you to like the expensive tickets. You trying to do the Crosstown Classic?
I guess, man. It is what it. But I think they can do group tickets. Whatever. I'm not worried about the price as much as just the idea of what we're talking
the
about.
Subway series.
Like, that's kind of high. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if I can go. You know what that reminds me of? That there's that video where the guy's like, him and his guys are sitting around. He's looking at his phone. And he's like, man, everybody's always on vacation. He's like, why can't we go? He's like, let's go on vacation. They're like, yeah, let's go. And I guess they were looking at like Jamaica. He's like, let's go to Jamaica. Fuck yeah. Everybody's like, yeah. He's like, let's see, Jamaica. And then he says the price, and then like half of them disappear, right? And because this is a video about how guys can't take vacations together. And he's like, oh, damn. He's like, well, we can go on this day. And then another guy disappears. He's like, damn, it's just you and me. He's like, yep. He's like, so that's probably just going to be about, and after he says something, he disappears. Like, fuck. I guess we could just go to Six Flags then, and then they all appear again.
I'm telling you, just going on vacation by yourself ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. But back to this high school reunion for a second.
Yeah.
I am fairly excited to go to do this. I think it's going to be pretty cool. 20 years is a long fucking time.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like I don't feel 37, man. I really don't.
Real talk, can't front on your old shit. Now you just old as shit.
All right, I didn't say start quoting lines. Start coming up with your own. Fuck. You little fucker.
Yeah, but that's what we do is we quote lines.
Yeah. So you're gonna go to your 20th anniversary?
Man, listen, they tried to have a 10-year one and like 3 people showed up, and luckily I wasn't one of them because I ain't trying to be there. It wasn't even like official like school one. Like people were trying to just meet at a bar and shit. Like they weren't doing it right.
So the alumni association picked the.
You have to be like in the gym, like doing shit like they
no.
show in the movies.
We're gonna be at I think they picked
have like a little band and shit.
I think they picked a large spot. They're gonna. Like in the movies they show it, like what the haven't been here in years.
Yeah, that's how I would imagine.
That would actually be kind of cool, but I guess they're gonna make it at some other place.
Have a 20th
because you can't serve alcohol on school premises.
A 20th reunion like basketball tournament.
That'd be kind of fun. It's gonna be kind of cool, man. So. I'm looking forward to it. So you wouldn't go to your 20th, even if it seemed like everybody.
I would if everybody was trying to
organize one.
Yeah, if they like did it right.
Hopefully they do that. You got a few more years before it happens.
Yeah,
you know, you just you got a couple. You got a couple 2-3. But yeah, that's all I got.
Word. Well, you know, just finish it off by saying when AI, not Allen Iverson, does take over.
Hopefully they put us in favor.
We're gonna be doing
the algorithm.
It's gonna be like the
What if AI likes us and they put us at the top?
What are those meta, like the Facebook goggles, whatever? That's how your reunions are gonna be held at some point.
You know what we should do is we should like record a podcast with those glasses on, and we should just download them, and then that should be the podcast, our perspective of the other person as they're speaking.
So it's just a GoPro, essentially.
Yeah, I guess. Now that you mention it.
Could try
but
that.
you wouldn't look like you had a GoPro on. It look like you have sunglasses on. Or just regular glasses.
Well, no, because they're like...
No, you can get those Google
things.
or whatever glasses that have the recorder inside.
Actually, they look just like the Ray-Bans.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting those for vacation. Which I'm going on soon, bitches!
Hey,
that being said,
I like to do that now. Thank you all for tuning in to episode number 175. Staying alive. We do appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed the conversation. I thought it was a pretty lively one, you know. A lot of interesting things that we could discuss. Unfortunately, we got to keep things nice and in a tight little box. So that's what we did. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Follow us everywhere like we always tell you to do, but you never do anyway.
You don't
unsubscribe. And for my dog, my sunglass brother, and myself, we will holler at y'all on 176.
Peace.
Later.